Hello scrappers, this is Lorraine from Card Creations. I have the giggles today, and I have a simple card to share with you today. This is a quick card, and I used a border punch by Martha Stewart. It's a giant punch, I'll show it to you in a minute. And then I used a couple stamps from this Friendly Forest acrylic stamp collection, and that was that little star flower there and a couple of the leaves. And that's pretty much it. I did a little bit on the inside. I'm going to change it for the second card because I wasn't so happy with the design on the inside, but we'll go ahead and get started. I'd like to show you this paper stack that I purchased, and it's by Die Cuts with a View, the Blossom Butterfly stack, and I'm just going to flip through it real quick just to show you some of the cardstock in here if you're looking for a spring stack. I love all the pinks, purples, and greens, and the browns are beautiful with the blues and some of this shiny paper. Let's see that. It's all shiny. And lots of flowers and butterflies. I love this green. That's what I used on the card that we'll be doing today. But that's just a quick view of this paper stack. So we'll go ahead and start with our standard 4 1/4 by 5 1/2 inch cardstock. And I've cut my first layer here at, let's see, 4 by 5 1/2, and then I've just cut another piece with that green paper I showed you, and the size of this is 2 1/2 by 5 1/2. So we're going to go ahead and stack this. I've already put adhesive on the back, so I'm going to kind of work a little off kilter here. Just add that. Oops, I move it down just a little bit. Right there. Okay. And I have a little bit sticking out, so I'm going to go ahead and just trim that with my scissors. I have them again today. I didn't forget. I need a checklist every time I do a video because I do it in a different room than I have my scrapping, all my scrapbook stuff. And I've cut a strip of green ribbon, and I'm just going to frame that inner decorative cardstock with this ribbon. And I did run my ATG gun on the back side of the ribbon. Just add that, let's see, right here. Okay, and now let me just go ahead and add just a little bit right above the ribbon and make sure it all sticks down. Now, normally I would add some liquid adhesive right along the bottom, but we'll go ahead and just skip that for now. Add that to the front there. Okay, and then I just had some leftover scallop circles from one of the other card projects that I made, and I've added foam tape to the back, double foam tape, and like I said, I stamped that flower image in green. And I'm going to go ahead and set the flower right up here on the right hand corner. And then I also wanted to show you the difference on some embossing that I did. For some reason my green pigment ink would not take the embossing powder. So if you're just starting out embossing and it doesn't come out right the first time, try something else. Now these leaves up here, I used the Versamark, and it worked great with that same embossing powder that I had. So I'm going to go ahead and cut these two out. And the leaves that I did that didn't come out quite as embossed as I would have liked, I want to go ahead and save those and maybe use them later on for another project where I want some faded leaves or so. So you might be able to still use those. Now I'm going to go ahead and add these 2 leaves. But first I'm going to use some of my foam tape on the back, and I'm just going to use a single layer on the leaves. I'm going to put this one, tuck it under right there, and here's my other leaf. And I think I'm going to trim just the bottom of the leaf just a little bit so it doesn't hang out quite as much. So there we go, just like that. Looks like a little garden with a trellis. Alright, then I've made a small bow, and I've attached some sticky strip on the back just to make sure my bow stays on. Let's see if I can. I don't have any nails. I always keep my nails very short. Yay, okay, there we go. Alright, and then I'm just going to add this right down here. Now we'll go ahead and do the inside, and let's see. I cut another mat similar to the same one in the front, same size, and I'm just going to add that there. And then I cut just a white mat to fit right along here. And I think I'm going to go ahead and use one of the faded leaves that I stamped that didn't come out quite as dark as I wanted. So I'm going to go ahead and use that on the inside with a piece of foam tape. And just add this leaf right here. I think I like it right there. There we go. So there we have our simple card for today. And I don't think I showed you this punch. It's a very, very large Martha Stewart punch. I love it. It gives a nice border, and I just love punches. So there we go. Thanks for joining me today, and I'll see you soon.